Tobacco Road Football Club. And now tonight's starting lineup. First to the away North Carolina FC. Keeper number 1, Ignacio Blanco. Defender number 4, Alex Concia. Defender number 2, Matt Arnon. Defender number 3, Caleb Governing. Defender number 14, Jamil Gracia. Midfielder number 7, Ryan Spaulding. Midfielder number 28, Alex Mazperzadi. Midfielder number 25, Dakota Brinkman. Midfielder number 11, Fernando Castellanos. Midfielder number 8, Cameron Steele. And forward number 21, Dean Rutherford. And now, the starting lineup for Tobacco Road Football Club. Captain James Carroll. Defender number 22, Jason McCartney. Defender number 5, Jared Rick. Defender number 8, Max Moser. Midfielder number 7, Alan Wynn. Midfielder number 3, Marshall Hodge. Midfielder number 16, Teddy Mullen. Midfielder number 10, Joaquin Del Rosario. Midfielder number 17, Jonathan Ray. And at forward number 18, Eli Garner. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome Dr. J. Pearson from the Voice Faculty at the University of North Carolina with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for joining us here at Durham County Memorial Stadium for the Triangle Derby as Tobacco Road FC take on the North Carolina Football Club under-23s. Tonight is Luca the Lion Night, sponsored by the Luca Lion Foundation. Luca the Lion Foundation is a Durham-based non-profit organization that raises awareness for pediatric rare diseases and supports kids and their families so nobody ever feels alone. Donations to the foundation support kids and families' unique needs ranging from specialty equipment and medication not covered by insurance to emergency housing and transportation assistance to help families live closer to the hospital. The Luca Lion Foundation honors Luca Fisher, who taught us how to #RawForRare, support soccer, and be a lion throughout his beauty, bravery, strength, and resilience. Luca was born with a rare and undiagnosed primary immunodeficiency disease that is thought to be unique to him, and passed away from complications to a bone marrow transplant in December 2015. Thank you for helping the Tobacco Road FC community honor Luca and support kids with rare diseases and their families by attending tonight's Luca the Lion match. So Jacob Turner will run you through the lineups tonight, starting with North Carolina Football Club under-23s.
Yeah, North Carolina Football Club lining up in a 4-5-1 tonight. In goal, Ignacio Blanco, Alex Comzia, Matt Arnone, Caleb Duvernay, and Jamil Gracia are in defense. Ryan Spalding, Alex Mars-Tarzadi, Dakota Brinkman, and Fernando Castellanos, along with Cameron Steele in the midfield, with Dean Rutherford leading the line for NCFC tonight. And for your home team, Tobacco Road, Sam Bissett in goal, James Carroll, Jason McCartney, Jared Rist, and Max Moser in defense. Alan Wynn, Marshall Hodge, Teddy Mullen, Joaquin Del Rosario, and Jonathan Ray complete a 5-man midfield with Eli Gardner leading the line for Los Toros.
And Tobacco Road have an early start here as they concede a throw in here to North Carolina. Jacob, tonight, North Carolina FC are coming off a difficult result for them, a 1-1 draw against the Carolina Dynamo. What do you expect from them as a response to that?
Well, it's a difficult result to look at, in my opinion. I think you got a Carolina Dynamo team who really struggled early in the year. We saw Tobacco Road take care of them very handily in one of the first games. I think it was the first home game of the year. But they've been playing a lot better lately, the Dynamo, and it's kind of the exact opposite for NCFC. The last two results have been a tie and a loss, so they're looking to bounce back and get a result here. And in a triangle derby, I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. You got a lot of local players, especially on this NCFC team. A lot of these players grew up playing with each other. So expect to see a pretty chippy affair, but in my opinion, you got really two even teams who want to come out here and get a good result, because you look at Tobacco Road FC, and they had a great win last week against a Myrtle Beach team that really handled them very easily here a few weeks ago. So two teams with different stories, but two very solid teams on their day. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup tonight.
Indeed it will be, as Tobacco Road's free kick does go awry there, and NCFC have a free kick. That's headed down by James Carroll towards Eli Garner. Interesting position for Eli Garner tonight. He's playing up top as a lone man. He might interchange there with Del Rosario, Ray, and Wynn. What do you make of that decision by Cedric Burke to play Eli Garner as the forward front man as Del Rosario comes forward here? Hold that thought. What? It's in there for Ray! And it's an early lead for Tobacco Road FC! What a start!
As easy as you would like, Jamie. That goal was very soft from NCFC's defense. Sloppy play in the back, a poor back pass, picked up by Del Rosario. Doesn't go to goal himself, which I was a little bit surprised about. He's a very proven goal scorer. Passes it to the middle, Jonathan Ray. And just an easy tap in. Smart play from Del Rosario. Great follow-up by Jonathan Ray to put himself in that position. An early 1-0 lead for this Tobacco Road team. And they've had goals galore in the past 2 games. That's 5 goals in 2 games.
And what a brilliant start for him. He's been frustrated in the last couple of matches for Tobacco Road, as Jonathan Ray, and he's answered his critics there with an early goal for his home side.
Yeah, that's a brilliant start there for Tobacco Road. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Very poor from NCFC's perspective. Sloppy play in the back. You don't want to mess with the ball back there, because that's what can happen, and that's a very surprising start.
And the man behind the ball for Jonathan Ray's finish was indeed Joaquin Del Rosario, who returns to the starting lineup after having fizzled out of the starting 11 for Cedric Burke. He comes back and makes a huge impact.
Yes, he does. It's good to see Del Rosario out there. I think he's one of the most talented players on this roster on his day, and Jonathan Ray has been so consistent throughout the year.
And here's Del Rosario again. It's in for Ray. Oh, and it's cleared away by the NCFC defense.
I think that was the wrong decision there from Del Rosario. Should have had a shot on goal. Jonathan Ray was pretty well covered in the middle there, but nonetheless, Tobacco Road's looking very threatening on the counter.
That's a great challenge there from the defender. The NCFC come away again here. Here's Ryan Spalding bursting away. He tries to get them going forward again, but it's cleared away by Max Moser. And that's kept in brilliantly by Eli Garner.
Yeah, great touch there from Gardner. Keep that ball in play.
Good attendance tonight from the Tobacco Road faithful for Luca the Lion Knight here. Definitely showing their support for this wonderful organisation and their home team as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely, Jamie. This is more than a game tonight. Moments like this kind of help us, keep soccer. It's a game in the long run. Keep it in perspective, as you would say. It's a great cause, and regardless of the result tonight, the attendance here is fantastic, and people will just enjoy to be out here and not only support Tobacco Road, but support Luca the Lion Foundation, which is a great foundation that was founded by the Brightleaf Battalion, the head of the Brightleaf Battalions. His son passed away a few years ago from a rare disease. So, a great organization, a great crowd tonight, probably the best crowd we've had all season.
Absolutely, and you can hear that band they brought in with extra bit of flair and bite to the crowd, definitely creating somewhat of an intimidating atmosphere for the travelling supporters and the travelling team in NCFC.
Oh, certainly. I feel like I'm at like a game in South America or something. This is unbelievable. You don't see this a lot especially in the U.S. soccer games. So I absolutely love it. It's a little bit hard to talk over ourselves, but nonetheless, it's great for the crowd and great for the team. I know if I was out there playing, that band would just totally get me fired up. So I'm all for it. I think it's a great addition to a already very solid crowd.
And there's James Carroll again, and he wins a free kick. Good bit of physical battling there from the captain for Tobacco Road, as Tobacco Road look to get started quickly again. As that played forward towards Ray. Garner tries to win it back, and they lose out as NCFC are looking to get an instant response.
But going back to that goal, Jamie, that was very surprising start from one NCFC team. And NCFC defense has struggled recently, but sloppy play like that's really inexcusable. Their manager definitely had a word with them about that at halftime, because in a league like this, you cannot concede goals, especially with the Tobacco Road team who scored four goals last week in a 4-2 victory over the Myrtle Beach Mutiny and added another one tonight under 5 minutes in the game. So it's a great start for Tobacco Road, but about as bad as it gets if you're an NCFC fan.
And James Carroll has headed that out of play for a corner kick to North Carolina. Ryan Spalding is short. And that one clears everybody. Goes out for a goal kick to Tobacco Road. Poor delivery there from the NCFC man. Looked like it was Cameron Steele who took that. Interesting to see a centre half take the corner kicks.
Yeah, don't see that too often. Reminds me of Phil Jones and Louis Van Gaal's first season at Manchester United. Had the centre back taking the corners. You don't see it very often in soccer, let's put it that way. But hey, if he's the best guy on the team for it, then I'm all for those kind of things. You just want a good delivery in the long run.
McCartney heads that one up into the air, and Tobacco Road win it back, but just for a second there.
It's been a pretty slow start from both teams. Besides that goal, no one else on the Tobacco Road had an opportunity with Del Rosario. He probably should have had a shot on goal and instead tried to center it like he did for the first goal for Jonathan Ray, and he was pretty well covered in the middle. But besides really Tobacco Road's goal and the other chance they had, it's been pretty even between both teams. I think North Carolina will find themselves back in this game in the next few minutes. I think they're a pretty solid squad. They got some really good players. A lot of them play around the area for NC State and North Carolina, UNC Charlotte. So some of the programs, college programs in the nation. So there's definitely some good players on display, but same goes for Tobacco Road.
Spaulding goes down a bit easily there, but nonetheless it is a foul. Vernie boots it clear. Here's Spaulding. Duvernay again. And that's a foul. Costalaris went down there a bit easily. Looked to turn his man and went to ground, and NCFC now have a free kick in a dangerous area.
Yeah, went down holding his leg, and as soon as he heard the whistle blown and no card was given, he got up and is walking fine now. So maybe a little selling on that foul right there, but nonetheless, it was certainly a foul.
Looks like Spaulding is favourite to take this one.
It's a dangerous position too for North Carolina.
It is Costalaris instead. It's into a dangerous area and cleared over the bar. Did well to meet that, did the NCFC defender, but not good enough in the end.
Yeah, good ball in there. I think he should have left that number 21, or excuse me, number 18. Or 21, Dean Rutherford for NCFC. Was creeping in on that back post, so I think he would have had a better opportunity to score. As Matt Arnone was kind of stretching his leg out for that cross right there, but an opportunity nonetheless for NCFC early on. That probably should have got that on target somehow.
His wrist. His ball is intercepted. Duvernay. That's a great ball, but it's just too far in the end for Rutherford to meet on the end of that ball.
Yeah, a good idea there from Duvernay. Rutherford made a smart run down the channel. Just a little bit too much on there. Comfortable in the end for Sam Bissett, the goalkeeper for Tobacco Road.
Speaking of Sam Bissett, interesting note here that he's starting tonight rather than typical Jackson Hawthorne. What do you make of that?
Yeah, Sam Bissett actually grew up playing with him a couple years for Castle, one of the biggest club teams around here in the Raleigh area, and he's a very solid goalkeeper, very tall guy, kind of like Hawthorne. But I know in the Carolina Dynamo game a couple weeks ago, he had somewhat of a howler, unfortunately, that led to one of their goals, and Tobacco Road FC lost that game in the long run. So it's good to see him and Cedric Burke having some faith in him. In his first appearance, he kind of was at fault for one of the goals, but he's played well since then. So I think he definitely deserves a start. But no discredit to Hawthorne. He's been spectacular this year and has made some really good saves and had a save of the week contention in the PDL a couple weeks ago. So he's been very solid this year for Tobacco Road. But I'm sure he's the first choice goalkeeper for Burke. But it's good to see some rotation there.
And Duvernay clears that ball away from Garner and out for a corner for Tobacco Road. Not sure he was intending to do that, but over on the ball there, and Tobacco Road have a chance to make it 2 from the corner.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional either, but it's another opportunity for Tobacco Road.
And the goal scorer, John Ray, is going to be taking it here.
Yeah, Jonathan Ray once again on the corner. Takes about every single set piece for Tobacco Road. So very threatening.
He does have a right foot as sweet as a nut as
Yes,
it goes in there.
And that was an opportunity there. Just a little bit of a loose header.
Yeah, from Alan Wynn that was.
Yeah,
He was free then. He could have done better, but nonetheless, it's over the bar and out.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe just a little bit too high for him, or maybe just jumped too early, but I'm sure he would have liked to make a little bit better connection than that, because that just flew right over the bar. Wasn't even close to threatening the goalkeeper.
There's Ray again, and he's brought down. Duvernay, he's Spaulding. Garner with a nice turn there on Spalding. Carroll finds Mullen with a brilliant flick.
That was a brilliant flick there from Mullen.
Great skill there from the Tobacco Road midfielder.
Yeah, smart play too, just to flick it around that NCFC defender.
It's getting a bit scrappy out there. A lot of physical battles being played here in the midfield. Here's Spalding coming forward. And that's a great challenge by Marshall Hodge.
Yeah, back to what you said, Jamie, about this game being scrappy. I think a lot of it has to do with both teams are trying to play really fast and ping the ball around the park. So it's a good brand of soccer. It's what you want to watch. You want to see quick play. You want to see guys trying to attack, and I think both teams have a very attacking mindset tonight. But
and don't forget, doesn't matter what level you're playing at, this is a derby match. And these players know that, certainly.
This is definitely a derby match. What, 20 or 30 miles probably separating these teams.
Not even, probably.
If that, so. And like I said, a lot of these guys know each other, so there's a lot on the line tonight, bragging rights, and not only for players, but for fans, too. Not too many North Carolina supporters in the stands. A great turnout for Tobacco Road, but not seeing too many North Carolina FC supporters here tonight. A little bit surprised with that, Jamie, or?
Well, you'd have to say it is a Wednesday night kickoff, and it is fantastic support for what that is. And they may not be dressed as NCFC supporters tonight. May just be in more casual gear, but they could be here.
I'm sure there's a few down there in the crowd lurking around, but didn't bring the band like us though.
No, haven't got that same spirit. At least not away from home.
No, definitely not.
And there's McCartney with some physical play to win it back.
Yeah, love to watch Jason McCartney play, especially this season for Tobacco Road. He's been one of the best players. Scored a PK last week against Myrtle Beach. Actually chipped the goalie to make it 4 goals. So he's been very solid all year. One of Tobacco Road's best players for sure.
And Ray looked like he might have been fouled there, but the ball was won back for NCFC.
Sketchy play there.
Duvernay. And that ball will run straight into the path of James Carroll. McCartney. Now Riss. And that ball just evaded Teddy Mullen. And it's offside here against Dean Rutherford.
Yeah, Rutherford made a clever run there. It's always dangerous to get dispossessed in the midfield like that, so I'm sure Cedric Burke won't be too happy with Teddy Mullen losing that ball there, but could have been a good opportunity for North Carolina. Just Rutherford wasn't able to hold his line. Might have made the run a little bit too early.
That's an interesting ball from Sam Bissett. But Tobacco Road maintained possession. It's Carroll again. Ray with a brilliant turn. Oh, and a great ball for Eli Garner. And Garner chopped it, but it was cleared away by the Carolina defense.
Yeah, it was a great turn there by Mullen. Or excuse me, Jonathan Ray to get in there for Tobacco Road. Brilliant ball down the wing.
And Ray heads it down. It's not cleared yet. Here's Wynn. Duvernay got it away. Wrist. Hodge back in. Towards Ray. And Duvernay will clear that one away. Towards Rutherford. He's on the chase with Carroll. And Carroll does well.
Yeah, calm defending there from the captain. Handled that situation very well.
That was a heavy ball in from Bissett into McCartney. Manages to deal with it. And Jared Riss goes down on the far touchline.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tobacco Road Football Club would like to thank our sponsorship partners, Locust Welding and Emerge Orthopedics. and also the 13th Stop Taco Truck right outside the main entrance of the stadium.
Can't play there from Castellaros. The referee, the linesman flags are offside there yet again.
Yeah, Alan Wynn just kind of ran past Castellanos there. Thought he had a little better of an opportunity to put some pressure. Kind of Castellanos turned pretty easily on him. But nonetheless, it's a backer road free kick.
And this NCFC side have been caught offside quite a few times here.
Yeah, they have. I'm not too sure about that last call. I thought that was very close with Rutherford, but the other ones have been pretty obvious.
Wynn did well to keep that one in play. Mullin. Wrist heads it down. Here's Spaulding. And McCartney should deal with that ball. It's kept in well by NCFC. Spread forward for Spaulding. DeVerney on the overlap. Spaulding's ball in towards Rutherford. And he didn't get quite the right connection. I think Jared Wrist did just enough there to keep him off. And that's a chance for North Carolina FC under 23s.
Yeah, Rutherford, like a decent opportunity for him there. Good defending. Lots of back road there to get back and apply some pressure to Rutherford, though. It wasn't an open header for sure. So, nonetheless, a good opportunity there, and probably the most threatening we've seen NCFC been all evening so far.
Hodge stepped in. Here's Ray. From Wynn, it's Ray again. Now back to McCartney. And the referee blows for a foul. A late challenge on Jonathan Ray.
Yeah, certainly a foul there from Brinkman in the midfield for North Carolina. Jonathan Ray with a clever little flick around him. Great bit of skill there from Ray. He's been so consistent for Tobacco Road this year. Definitely one of their best players throughout the season. He's always dangerous on the ball.
Spaulding heads it down. Mullin intercepts it. Brinkman loses out to Mullin. Back to him again. Here's Wynn. Just couldn't get on the end of that ball. And Rutherford comes the other way, but McCartney does brilliantly.
Brinkman was just screaming for that ball down there. He was wide open in the midfield. Castellanos did find him.
Comzia's ball. It's picked up well by Bissett. Hasn't had to deal with much tonight, Sam Bissett.
Not at all. Hasn't really been threatened in the slightest. Hasn't really been forced to make a save or anything. So I'm sure he'll be pleased with the first 20 minutes or so. From his perspective, you always want your goalkeeper to have a calm evening.
The referee just didn't want the throw-in to be taken so quickly by Tobacco Road. Wrist takes it yet again. Here's Ray. Now Del Rosario. And Tobacco Road lose out. Steele. Wide for Spaulding. He tries to thread it through for DeVerney. Wins it back, and then that's safe from Ryan Spaulding.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that. It was just a poor pass. Kind of got away from him. But from a North Carolina perspective, the pitch, they've had some good opportunities. They've had some players making moves and just haven't been able to find them, so it's got to be disappointing. Yeah, I know. Kind of done their homework and see that Rutherford gets called a lot, but got opportunity now.
Rutherford it is. Assesses his options here. DeVerney is one of them. And Castellaros, saved by Bissett. It looked like a tame effort at first, but Bissett had to get down there to keep that one from going round him.
Yeah, it looked like it was going wide anyway from up here, but didn't look like Bissett knew too much about it. And if you're not sure, make the save. So fair play to Bissett. But I think that ball was headed wide. North Carolina really kind of settling for the long ball right now. I don't think that was the game plan going into the game. Seen a few players, especially Brinkman in the midfield, telling his teammates to calm down and pass the ball around. So the long ball certainly has not worked today, and Rutherford's been called offsides 4 or 5 times already. Yeah, what originally started as a 4-5-1 in the beginning of the game for Tobacco Road looks like it's kind of switched to a 4-3-3, so a little bit of a formation change maybe there from Burke, head coach Cedric Burke.
McCartney heads it away. Only as far as Castellaros. That was in towards Rutherford, but the ball didn't quite find him, and it is a throw-in by the corner flag.
Yeah, we've seen Castellaros has been one of the best players on this North Carolina team so far tonight. It's really getting on the ball a lot, trying to make things happen. We've seen him hold his hands up a couple times and kind of just complaining with some of the passes that have gone astray, but he's been one of the most active players on the field tonight and got a lot of touches so far. Just hasn't really been able to put them all together yet.
Del Rosario with a wonderful ball for Eli Garner. And Tobacco Road are flooding forward here. Ray's in the middle. Here's Wynn. Finds Garner again. Cuts it back. And DuVernay deals with the danger. Corner to Tobacco Road.
Yeah, Garner just a little bit hesitant. Thought he might have a shot. I think his first touch let him down a little bit, and the same goes for Wynn. I thought Wynn had an opportunity. Beat his man brilliantly to 18 and just took a little bit too long to get a shot off, but nonetheless, some good attacking combinations there for Tobacco Road as Jonathan Ray once again takes the corner for Los Toros.
He's got McCartney in the middle. Wrist, Del Rosario as well. In towards Wrist.
Looks like he headed that one with the back of his head, Jamie.
It looked like that was Alan Wynn who got on the end of that one. Not quite sure where he was directing that towards, but it ends up going out for a goal kick.
I don't think he was expecting to get a head on it. It looked like it hit the back of his head, to be honest, but not sure if he was expecting it or if he got thrown off of one of the North Carolina defenders kind of jumping in his way, but certainly a free header there.
And Ignacio Blanco almost got himself in trouble there as Wynn was closing him down.
It's not the first time tonight either. He had one earlier in the half where
Ray turns brilliantly. Good strength from him. And it's in towards Wynn. Oh, and it's a brilliant save by Blanco. Wynn again.
What a save from Blanco there. Certainly made up for.
Moses ball in. Del Rosario, Tobacco Road looking dangerous. Wynn. Garner, and that was in towards Teddy Mullen. He finds himself space again. Great bit of skill from Mullen, and he finds Del Rosario. But the flag is up on the far side, or on the near side, I should say. Flurry of chances there for Tobacco Road. Looking dangerous yet again.
Yeah, it's a huge let-off there. Tobacco Road with some brilliant passing there. Just weren't able to get a goal, but it was a great shot from Wynn and an even better save from Blanco. Certainly probably should have been 2-0, but Blanco made himself big and made it tough for Wynn. Didn't let him beat him on his near post, so that was a spectacular save and might switch the momentum a little bit, but NCFC has just really struggled to clear the ball when they do get it in defense. So something they definitely need to improve on if they want to get back in this game and not concede anymore.
Is Carroll.
It's a loose pass there from Bissett. I think he was trying to pass it well. I don't think he was trying to kick it out of bounds.
Not the first of some loose passes from the Tobacco Road goalkeeper tonight.
Yeah, he's looked a little shaky back there. Obviously hasn't played a lot of minutes this season. Not the first choice but behind Hawthorne, but just needs to calm down a little bit back there. He's got a pretty solid defense in front of him with McCartney and the captain James Carroll. So just needs to calm down a little bit and play soccer, play the sport he's played all his life.
Moser looking for Garner, and he finds him under the challenge of DuVernay, and it's cleared away. Garner was lurking, here he is again, up against Spalding and DuVernay. Ray launches that one into the box towards Eli Garner again. His steal. Rutherford. NTFC looking to counter here. Spalding up against Hodge. And Wynn. Does well to beat both of them. Steal. Good interception there by Carroll, but NTFC retain possession. And Teddy Mullen breaks up the play there. And a lovely pass to Del Rosario right behind his back.
Yeah, these Tobacco Road players are just flying all over the field. Not only on offense, on defense too. They look hungry tonight and they look motivated. A lot different than they looked in their last home game when they were just kind of flat throughout the whole match. So it's great to see a revitalized team tonight.
Garner latched onto that ball from Mullen. In towards Ray, headed back across. Del Rosario just couldn't sort out his feet there. Hodge. And Spalding clears the danger. And Spalding goes down under the challenge of Jonathan Ray.
Yeah, he gives a little wave there to the referee. He knew what he was doing there, but we've seen a lot of unselfish play in the final third for Tobacco Road. A lot of the teammates, especially Jonathan Ray, looking to set their teammates up in the middle of the box. Hasn't always really been the right decision. I think that was the right decision there, though, from Ray. He didn't really have the greatest or the most power on that header. He's kind of leaning backwards there. So I think he was right to look for the setup. Just unfortunate that he wasn't able to find any of his teammates in the middle.
Carroll deals with that. NCFC just struggling to get their feet going here. Just can't seem to retain possession well.
Yeah, they almost looked a little looking to play a little too quickly up top. They're passing very fast, but I think they're on the same wavelength, a lot of these players.
And Steele has a wonderful ball in towards Rutherford, who will keep that ball in play on the far side. But Wrist wins the day there. And cleared away by Wrist again.
But if I'm the NCFC manager now, I'm telling my players to calm down and keep possession a little bit. They're just looking to play a little bit too fast when they get the ball up top, and it's allowing the Tobacco Road to counter. As we've seen a few times tonight, and they've almost got a couple more goals off of it.
Good high pressure from Tobacco Road. McCartney's up there. Moser.
Such a physical player there, McCartney, able to just push off Spalding there, and certainly not a foul, but just using his strength to win that ball back.
Castellaros. And McCartney intercepts that ball. Mozart. He's looking for Jonathan Ray.
It's a good ball there.
And Brinkman will spread it out wide for NCFC. Here's wrist for Tobacco Road. It's that poor pass from him. Cut out easily by Brinkman, but McCartney plays it forward. Wrist. Del Rosario. Can Tobacco Road get a second 10 minutes before half time? That was a poor ball in from Eli Garner.
Jay, would you agree this is a totally different side in terms of energy and just overall enthusiasm and playing with the ball in this Tobacco Road team than we saw in our last home game against the Charlotte Eagles a couple weeks ago?
Absolutely. They look much more confident in picking passes, playing to feet with ease almost tonight. Looked like a completely different side, just like the side we saw on the opening night here against the Carolina Dynamo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what manager Cedric Burke's been telling them in the past couple weeks, but they obviously got a really good result against the Mutiny last week, and that was their first win in a long time, a team that handled them pretty easily a couple weeks ago here. So to go down to Myrtle Beach and get that result, I'm sure that gave him a lot of confidence, but Burke's done a great job of keeping his team together and keeping them motivated, because after some disappointing results and a lot of goals being scored on, they certainly could have folded, but that's not the case in the past couple of weeks, and certainly not tonight.
Del Rosario cuts that one out. Mostazada. Castellaros now. NTFC looking for the equaliser here after going down a goal within minutes of the start of this match. Jonathan Ray finding the back of the net for Tobacco Road. And this triangle derby has been nothing short of entertaining so far.
It's certainly been very entertaining. We got an early goal, which you always want to see, especially for your team. So it's been a very entertaining match, though. A lot of quick play, a lot of back and forth action, and a lot of guys looking to make something happen. So it's been a very entertaining match so far, and hopefully that'll continue to be the case.
Here's Wynn. Trying to get past his man. Here's Rest. Hodge. Back for Wynn. Good ball forward for Garner. Wrist again. Trying to find Del Rosario. Wrist comes forward again. Oh, and he just runs out of the play. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there.
That's why he doesn't play up front, Jamie. That's why he's a left back. He just dribbled that one out of bounds. It's almost like he didn't know where the end line was, but good run there from Rist. Just poor decision in the long run. Should have cut it back or tried to get a ball in the middle, but that's why he's playing left back and not left wing or center forward.
Like Champagne Mendoza will be coming on for Tobacco Road. Just warming up on the touchline down there.
Yeah, not sure if Del Rosario got a knock or something, but it's a little bit of a weird substitution in the first half. Maybe Burke told him Del Rosario he was going to get about 40 minutes tonight or so, and looking to rotate his squad a little bit. But Mendoza's been a starter for most of the season, so on his skin too. So
similar in playing style as well.
a little man bun up there.
Looks like Max Moser will launch this one into the box. And Champe look to meet that one, and it's a goal kick.
Haven't been a lot of real, genuine opportunities for either team since that goal. Been maybe one or two for each team, if that. It's kind of calmed down in terms of clear-cut chances, but it's been a very entertaining game, though. A lot of attacking play, not a lot of sitting on the ball or just passing around the park. Both teams looking to attack when they can, and we've been doing it pretty often tonight.
Castellaros. And Rutherford couldn't latch onto that one. Dean Rutherford must be frustrated tonight so far with the service provided towards him.
Yeah, he's been offsides a few times, especially earlier in the match. That's kind of he's kind of stopped doing that. So, but yeah, he hasn't had the greatest service, and it's always tough, especially when you're leading the line like he is.
Probably just wants that ball played forward a bit earlier.
Yeah, I agree. I think if they play that ball a little bit earlier, they're going to have some real opportunities to get a shot and maybe even a 1v1 with Bissett in goal. But it's one of those things. Rutherford's the type of striker that plays off the shoulder of the last defender, so he's very threatening in that sense, and you want to play him in, but just haven't had the service here tonight. And it's always threatening when you have a guy like that up front, though, who keeps making those tireless runs.
Oh, great nutmeg from Wynn, and he wins the side corner.
That was a clever nutmeg there from Wynn. Able to lose his defender. He's very silky on the ball. He's been like that all season, Alan Wynn. Plays locally here, 10 miles away in Chapel Hill, UNC Chapel Hill, so it's one of the best programs in the nation in college sports. So he's a very skilled player. He's got a bright future ahead of him if he can keep working hard and keep playing like he has.
Raised delivery, punched away by Blanco, and Rutherford will pick it up here near the halfway line. Does well to keep it in play, and Moser was there, and wrist goes in quite aggressively and wins the ball back, but they've lost it again.
It's been the same story all night, though, for NCFC. They just haven't been able to play that ball quick enough. Rutherford had plenty of time, pretty much waited till the last second to play it, and it was intercepted in the long run. So I think if Rutherford plays that ball just a second earlier, they're in there. So that's really been the story all night for North Carolina, just taking too long on the ball for those real decisive passes that you have to make if you want to break down a defense, especially as solid as Tobacco Road has been tonight. Definitely not a... It's a good touch there and turn from Ray.
Champe gets his first touch. He looks to come forward here. Finds Moser. Max Moser loses out. Ryan Spalding picks it up. Steele. Castellaros. Now it's Steele again. Mostazada. Castellaros. Mostazada again. Cuts it back. Spalding is there. Great interception by James Carroll.
Yeah, I think Bissett had it covered. Sorry to interrupt you there, Jamie. I think Bissett had it covered in goal, but nonetheless, Carroll with a smart play to get that and clear it out.
They come forward again. Steele. Good touch there from him. DuVernay. Spalding. Does well to elude Marshall Hodge. Castellaros. Bit of a heavy touch there from Steele, but he maintains possession. NCFC looking threatening here within the final minute. Few added minutes probably from the referee as well.
Yeah, a lot of their most threatening attacks, or their best attacks of the night, have come through Spalding on this left wing over here. Probably had a little bit better game than his defender Moser, but he's been certainly the most threatening player for North Carolina. Him and DuVernay on the left wing have combined numerous times this evening. Just haven't been able to put that final product together, but certainly looking threatening.
Tobacco Road just using a high press to push NCFC back as they look to go in level at half time. But at the moment it remains Tobacco Road 1, NCFC under 23's 0.
Yeah, 8 seconds left on our clock. I'm sure there'll be a little bit time added, like you said, Jamie. Be interesting to see how much the referee. There's one substitution. I'd probably say a minute or so at most, especially at halftime.
As DuVernay.
But a goal right here for Tobacco Road would be a huge blow for North Carolina. That would be spectacular from a Tobacco Road perspective going into the half.
Ray finds Garner. Still Garner to the byline. Back, it's going to fall for Wynn off the crossbar. But the referee is giving a free kick for handball.
Yeah, he called a handball there. Thought Wynn was going to stick him one there. Very unlucky to hit the crossbar. He might be pleased that referee did blow his whistle, because a player of Allen Wynn's talent will be disappointed that he didn't score there.
And Tobacco Road FC finished the half in front. They lead by a score of 1-0 against North Carolina FC in the Triangle Derby. The goal coming through Jonathan Ray within the first few minutes. What have you made so far of this matchup, Jacob?
I think it's been a very entertaining matchup. Like we've said all half, really a lot of attacking play from both sides. Both teams looking to make stuff happen. Good, entertaining soccer is what you want to see as a fan. So, very entertaining match. I think Tobacco Road's been the better team throughout. North Carolina's starting to find their feet a little bit more, and I think it's going to make for a very entertaining second half as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned. It's got a great match of soccer here and a great Triangle Derby.
Well, Tobacco Road FC currently hold a 1-0 lead up against North Carolina Football Club's under-23s here in the Triangle Derby, or as some others refer it to as the RDU Derby, here at Durham County Memorial Stadium. Jacob, what do you expect from both sides starting out in the second half here?
Well, I hope it's very similar to the first half. It was very entertaining in the first 45 minutes of play. I thought both teams looked interested in attacking, wanted to attack, didn't want to sit back and just pass the ball around, try to make things happen. So I hope it's as similar to the first half, and we'll have a very entertaining another 45 minutes here in Durham. It's been great so far.
Taverny losing out here to Champe. So he continues forward, and his ball is dealt with by Blanco. Early chance there. Good play from Champe.
Yeah, Champe just able to beat his man on that wing, get a decent cross. Wasn't able to get past the goalie, but nonetheless, it's a good start again. Tobacco Road started very quick in the first half, as we remember, Jamie. So they're looking to start quick here again and maybe grab another goal and really turn this game into a whole different ball game.
And the linesman flags for a foul.
It's like we've had a couple of changes at halftime as well.
It looks like Damian Thomas has come on for North Carolina FC. The man who just won the free kick.
It looks like he's playing up top for North Carolina. Can't tell quite yet if it was. Looks like Rutherford is still on the field, so wasn't a like-for-like switch up top, but maybe a little bit of a formation change for North Carolina manager. Just looks like Spalding will take this one.
And instead it's whipped in and dealt with. And it looks like Jackson Hawthorne may have actually come on here for Tobacco Road. There's too much of a shaky start there from Sam Bissett. And Cedric Burke and his team have decided to take him off here. Here's Garner. Tries to switch it, and then Champe's in here. Mendoza rushed his chance there and lays it over the bar.
Yeah, it's unlucky there from Mendoza. Not the greatest angle for him, but sure would have liked to have had a little bit better of a shot. That was headed over the goal the whole time, so took a little bit of a unlucky bounce there for him too, but nonetheless, we've seen Tobacco Road have the first two chances of the half, and it's both of them have come through Mendoza, so certainly making Burke's substitution look well. He's looked very threatening. Del Rosario looked threatening as well in the first half.
Our number 18, Drew Murphy, number 26, Damian Thomas, and number 5, Bernardo Matos.
And wrist has a go there, but blazes well over the crossbar that time. Another substitution that happened at halftime for NCFC saw Bernardo Matos come on, as well as Andrew Murphy.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of changes at half from this North Carolina team. Not surprising, though. They had a decent first half, did some solid things, but weren't able to put anything together.
Ray in space! Oh, brilliant stop by Blanco. What a strike from Jonathan Ray. He hit that with absolute venom.
Yeah, it seems like every time Ray gets on the ball, he makes something happen. He's such a spectacular and exciting player to watch. That was a great strike, about 20 or 25 yards out.
Just saw the space there and thought, why not? Let's have a go.
Yeah, you got to keep the goalkeeper honest. I think one of the criticisms I have with Tobacco Road is they were a little bit too unselfish in the first half. And I think some of their players up top, Ray and Wynn, could have had shots on goal. They decided to pass it off. So it's good to see Ray kind of taking it into his own hands.
Here's Champe Mendoza. Still Champe. Brilliant. Will it fall for Garner?
So unlucky there for Mendoza. What a goal that would have been. He just evaded two defenders so silky smooth with the ball there.
And dazzled his way through the defense and just couldn't get a shot off in time. As that one rolls out for a goal kick for NCFC. Murphy tries to win it. Champe does. Mullen towards Ray. Champe wins it back. Murphy. It's Castellaros for NCFC. Past wrist. And was trying to find Thomas there, but McCartney deals with the danger. And if you excuse us for the substitution calls at halftime, bit of confusion, but it is Sam Bissett in goal rather than Jackson Hawthorne.
Yeah, they're about the same height. I was trying to figure it out. I couldn't see his number on his pants or his back. I've been trying to figure out who it was for the past 5 minutes or so, Jamie, but it is Bissett down there. He's retained his spot in the second half. Thought he had a decent first half. Looked a little shaky at times, but wasn't really, in all honesty, forced to do too much of anything. He had to make one save maybe, but he's had a pretty comfortable evening, and hopefully he'll be able to do the same in the second.
And another surprising substitution is the removal of Ryan Spalding from NCFC side. He looked their most dangerous man there in the first half.
Yeah, that's a weird substitution there. I'm shocked, really, to see Spalding go off. He was, I think you would agree with me too, Jamie, he was by far North Carolina's most threatening player on that left wing.
May have picked up a knock or so, but Ray comes forward. Brilliant run from him. Looks to clip it in towards Champe, but didn't get quite the connection he needed there.
Jonathan Ray not happy with himself there, apologizing to Alan Wynn, who made a good run down the left wing just to his left. See the idea, though. He's looking for Mendoza on that far post, but on his weaker left foot, just wasn't able to wrap his foot around the ball. But you like to see that from Ray. He's always looking to make things happen, and it usually comes off, so hopefully he'll continue to look for those killer balls.
DeVerney looks to switch it here towards Castellaros, but that's too heavy for him to deal with. As Jared Riss will take the throw in here for Tobacco Road. And Ray looked like he came out of a 50-50 challenge then, won the ball cleanly. Not sure why the NCFC man is down there, but Ray may have lent into him there a bit. So he's still down, clutching his side.
Yeah, Bernardo Matos, the substitute, is looking to be in a lot of discomfort right now. Not sure what happened. Holding his growing area, could have maybe took a shot in the place you don't want to take a shot. Hopefully he's all right, but he's not looking too comfortable right now. And surprised not to see any trainers out there helping him out, but
interesting the referee's just letting him trying to get back to his feet.
Yeah, interesting.
As he does here.
Very interesting. Thought for sure one of the physios would come out and check on him, but maybe he just told him not to. He's looks to be fine now, the substitute.
May try and carry this knock through the end of this match here. Mendoza's long throw in towards Garner. Headed away by DeVerney. Back by Hodge. DeVerney clears the danger again. Hodge again. Steele all the way back there to play it back to his goalkeeper. And that's headed away by wrist and out for a throw into NCSC down by the corner flag.
Yeah, a bit of sketchy play there for the North Carolina defender, passing it back to his goalie. Had a little bit of pressure on him too, so kind of just had to get that away as far as he could, as fast as he could. So
referee not happy with the position of the throw in, saying it's closer to the flag than where it was being taken there by Jamil Gracier. Wrist wins the header. Win. Now it's wrist. Mullen. When trying to find a ball out wide for Win to latch onto, but they weren't on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, that's a good idea from Mullen. You obviously saw what he was doing, trying to go to Win, who had to create a little bit of space for himself on that left wing. Not the cleanest of passes, I'm sure. Be a little disappointed with himself there, Mullen.
Here's McCartney. Hodge wins today. Moser.
Dangerous ball there.
Tobacco Road dealing with it well though. The high pressure from North Carolina FC. Mullin. That header down wasn't towards anyone. Carroll heads it back safely into the hands of Sam Bissett. Or to feet rather. There's McCartney. Moser. Cleared away for a throw in for Tobacco Road. Both sides have settled in by now into this match and just trying to play a bit of chess here, play their moves correctly, and they might get a second goal for Tobacco Road or an equaliser for NCE FC.
Yeah, not too many clear-cut chances in the second half really at all. It's been a little bit more of a relaxed contest. Both teams not attacking as much as they did in the first half. Probably a little bit of fatigue in there as well, but certainly a lot more even of a match than it was in the first 10 minutes or so in the first half, as Tobacco Road was just totally dominating the proceedings.
Murphy. DeVerney. Steele. Here's Murphy again. Castellaros. It's out here for... It's whipped across goal, but ends up going out for a throw-in for Tobacco Road. As Jamil Gracier threatened yet again for North Carolina FC.
Yeah, it was a good run there from Gracier. Just wasn't able to put the ball he wanted to. Just totally kicked it over everybody's head. Poor cross from him, but nonetheless a good run. Good bit of physical play by him too to beat his man and have an opportunity to even cross the ball.
Here's Ray. Mullin.
Really enjoyed watching some of the combinations that not only Tobacco Road has had, but North Carolina as well. They've been a lot of good quick play, a lot of good quick combinations from both teams, a lot of tricky plays there as Mendoza did well to beat his man. Very entertaining match.
McCartney. Riss. Finds Hodge. Now Max Moser. Tobacco Road FC just shifting the ball around here. Trying to find an opening. Hodge. Is looking towards win. Champe wins it back. Goes down in a heap. The referee doesn't give a foul. Moser takes a knock there. Wrist. Aggressive play from both sides. And it's hit well by Champe in the end. And a good save from Sam Bissett, but it was straight at him nonetheless.
Yeah, great strike there from Champe to just right at the goalie. Unfortunately, we had a lot of venom behind that ball. That ball was moving through the air. If that's any other side of the goalkeeper, he's really threatening, but unlucky to put it pretty much right in his chest. Easy save, routine save in the long run.
Mullin and McCartney combine well. Ray finds Champe. Switched out by Mullin to Eli Garner. Looks to take on Jamil Gracier. Does well. Still Garner. Wins a corner for Tobacco Road.
And if you're a Tobacco Road supporter, you got to be very pleased. But not only how your team's played tonight, but not only have they played well and looked to make things happen, but they played very entertaining soccer. A lot of players doing tricks on the ball, combining quickly, cleaning up. It's always seem to be running. This Tobacco Road teams look really hungry and certainly have looked the more threatening team throughout the night, and I think a lot of that has to do with how much energy they put into this match. They just really looked up for it from the first whistle.
Ray's delivery towards the back post. It's cleared away by Ignacio Blanco. Mendoza keeps it in. And the referee gives a throw in to North Carolina.
Yeah, Champe not happy with that decision by the linesman. Thought he wasn't the last one to touch the ball there, but Duvernay would take the throw in. Towards
Thomas. Brings it down beautifully. Murphy and Brinkman combine here. Gracia. Oh, and that's it. Looked like Castellaros tried to sell himself there again to the referee, looking for a foul, but referee gives nothing.
Yeah, it's not the first time a North Carolina player has done that tonight either. He looks maybe be a little shaken up. It didn't look at first like he had too much contact there, but certainly looking at his shin. But we've seen that a lot of times in North Carolina tonight. Some soft fouls, and they've tried to sell it, and I think that's one of the reasons why the referee has been reluctant to call anything. He's done a very good job tonight, been very solid. Had no bad calls, no really controversial calls, so I'm sure both teams won't have too much complaining with how the referees performed tonight. He's been very good.
It's nice to see a bit of consistency in wake of quite a few games where Tobacco Road have had many calls go against them that probably in the end should have gone their way.
Yeah, let's be honest, Jamie. We've had some poor refereeing this year, and that has nothing to do with the poor results that Tobacco Road has had. There's been some calls that haven't gone their way, but the referee works for both teams, and we've had some really poor refereeing, but tonight that's not been the case. It's nothing but positive things to say about tonight's referee. The crew's done a great job.
Mullen will charge that one down, but Blanco wins today there. Here's Gracia, charging forward, win. McCartney fouls Thomas. Taken quickly by Castellaros, and they almost lose possession there. NCFC, very scrappy play. Looking quite nervous so far in this second half. Maybe the drumline is doing its job, intimidating them.
Yeah, this drum line down here has been spectacular.
Here's Garner. In towards Ray. He's got Champe with him. Still Ray. And he wins a corner there. Maybe should have taken the shot first time.
Yeah, Ray. It's Ray once again, though, Jamie. He's really behind all things Tobacco Road does this year in the final third. He seems to always make things happen, so not a surprise there.
That was a poor corner. That's cleared away by NCFC. Thomas looking to use his strength up against James Carroll. Carroll in a foot race with him, and Hodge gets back brilliantly to deny him the opportunity and put him off. But it will be a corner for NCFC.
Yeah, James Carroll, not the paciest guy in the world. You see how vulnerable this defense can become when McCartney's not back there. McCartney, so quick and so physical. He just caught out a little bit, pushing upfield. And that was really the most threatening that North Carolina's looked all evening, to be honest. They haven't had a lot of clear-cut chances, really any, to be honest. So that was, at first, it looked like the North Carolina striker could have been in, but Carroll did some great defending to get back.
And NCFC make a substitution as Gian Fatone comes on for Castellaros, who took a knock there, and clearly the NCFC bench deciding to make that substitution. As Max Moser clears the danger again for Tobacco Road, it will be another corner for NCFC under 23s.
Yeah, and back to the substitution, Jamie. It's got to be disappointing for Castellaros. He was one of the most threatening players and one of the most involved players, certainly for North Carolina in the first half, and just picked up that knock, wasn't able to continue. Hopefully he'll be all right, but he had a pretty solid match for this team tonight. He shouldn't feel disappointed sitting on the bench now, but I'm sure he will be disappointed to pick up a knock.
Carroll clears the danger. DeVerney. Ray wins out. It's 2-on-1 here. Streaming forward, Eli Garner. Can they make it two? Garner! Brilliant counter-attack from Tobacco Road. They're 2-0 up here in the Triangle Derby.
Jonathan Ray with a spectacular turn. Eli Gardner made a great run to stay up with Ray, provide him with that support. Very unselfish play from Ray to lay it off. And Gardner just slots it back past the goalkeeper. 2-0 Tobacco Road in the RDU Derby, or the Triangle Derby, whatever you want to call it. Great counterattack there from Tobacco Road. They've looked deadly on the counterattack tonight and certainly deserved this 2-0 lead. Very, very good play there from Jonathan Ray and Eli Gardner.
Absolutely wonderful from Jonathan Ray, who was absolutely unselfish there.
Oh, totally unselfish there. Ray could have kept going himself, but played the smart ball to Gardner, and Gardner didn't disappoint. And not a surprise there. I'm sure you won't be surprised, Jamie, that Jonathan Ray with the assist, and he's involved once again. He's been so consistent for this team all year, and hasn't been arguing with the refs tonight like we've seen him throughout the year tonight. So, very good display by Jonathan Ray in every aspect of the game tonight.
Definitely not as much as he has been this season. And Jonathan Ray showing off one of his brilliant qualities that he brings to this team. Not only is he a fantastic finisher and finisher of the ball and doing well in attack for Tobacco Road, but he does a very good job of turning his man, using his strength, as he did there to give Tobacco Road the chance, and played an unselfish ball there for Eli Garner to finish it off.
Oh, I totally agree, Jamie, and I think one of the reasons Ray's so physically dominant, he's not the tallest guy out there, but he's just such a low center of gravity. It allows him to turn and keep the ball at his feet. And not only is he, very skillful on the ball, but he works hard too. So he really has every aspect that you want in a top player in the PDL, and he certainly has to be one of the best players in the league, especially going forward. He's been so consistent throughout the year, making things happen. And even when Tobacco Road did go through that goal-scoring drought, he was the most dangerous player on the field every night. So
as he handles the ball there and kicks it away, referee just going to have a word here maybe. There's no more there for Jonathan Ray. No more cheeky business.
Yeah, you see Ray having a little pat on the back to the referee. But it's what you're accustomed to with Ray. He's usually in the referee's ear a lot, but I think that's, he hasn't been tonight. And I think that has a lot to do with how well this referee's performed. He could have gave him a yellow card, but decided not to.
And that's headed towards the back post. As NCFC with another opportunity to get one back here.
I'm not sure how much Bissett knew about that in goal. Kind of just threw himself, the North Carolina attacker, at the back post, but nonetheless, Bissett didn't touch it, so might have threw the North Carolina attacker on the back post off a little bit, but not sure how much he knew about that.
Huge clearance from Sam Bissett, and Ray might get on the end of this one as that attack peters out.
That was a booming kick there from Bissett. Kicked that like 80 yards. That was a huge punt there.
His distribution hasn't been the best tonight, but you'd have to say that was a massive clearance from him. And Champe wins the ball here for Tobacco Road. It's going to be 3 here through Ray. Oh, and somehow that did not end up in the back of the net.
What an opportunity there from Ray. But give credit to North Carolina's defense. They did a great job. You had 3 guys sliding in there to try to block Ray's shot, because I think that was destined for the back of the net as he tried to tip the goalie. But Ray will be a little bit disappointed that he didn't put that away. I think if he would have just put some power behind that shot and put it in the corner, it would have gone in, but decided to dink it over the defenders, and they did a great job of getting back to make that clearance. Not sure who had the final touch on it there for North Carolina, but great bit of hustle there.
Ray with the ball in towards McCartney. Some fans here are appealing for handball there. May well have been, but it's hard to tell from this vantage point.
Yeah, it happened so quickly too. I didn't see too many shouts from the players out there, especially not Ray. I'm sure Ray, if he would have saw a handball, would have had a lot to say about it. So I don't think there was a hand there, but can't say enough about Jonathan Ray. Been spectacular tonight. Been the best player on the pitch. Definitely deserves a goal, and hopefully he'll get him one in these last 20 minutes or so. He's been the best player on the field by far.
Wrist had to go there after the corner had been cleared away, and he whacked it out of play.
It's like we had a substitution here coming up shortly for Tobacco Road, Jamie.
Yes, and it looks like Eli Garner, who's had a pretty solid game for Tobacco Road SC. He's making way here. And Olvin Ortiz comes on for his first appearance this season for Tobacco Road here at Durham County Memorial Stadium.
Ortiz making his home debut tonight. New addition to the roster in the past couple of weeks. Don't know too much about him. Interested to see him play, and looks like he's going to be leading the line like Gardner was.
McCartney looked like he was just a bit too strong in there. Owen Ray wins the ball again for Tobacco Road in towards Ortiz. Now it's Champe.
See Jonathan Ray's physicality just pushed off that defender.
Not to be too critical of NCSC, but Jonathan Ray's looked like a man among boys tonight.
He really has, Jamie. I've been so impressed. I think this has been, certainly, I think he might agree as well, his best performance of the year so far, especially at home. He's looked so dangerous tonight. Every time he touches the ball, rarely misplaced a pass. I don't remember him misplacing maybe 1 or 2 passes tonight, if that. He's looked so efficient on the ball.
And Champe with a wonderful bit of play there to almost earn himself an opportunity.
And I'm going to give some credit here to Cedric Burke as well. I think Mendoza has looked the most dangerous I've seen him all season tonight. Didn't start. He's been a regular starter all season, so maybe Burke putting a little fire in Champe's belly by not starting him, but he's looked very threatening since he came on in the first half.
Rutherford does well to win a corner for NCSC with just under 20 minutes to go here. Can they get a way back into this match? They've looked poor all night, to be fair, and not had too many clear-cut chances, but it only takes a second to score a goal and change the match. And that was whipped in towards Steele. And Moser does well to clear the danger.
Yeah, and I agree with you completely on the fact that North Carolina's looked poor tonight, and that's not being overly critical of them at all. They just haven't played up to the standard I think they expect as well. They just haven't really been able to make a lot of things happen anywhere on the field. Had some poor defending at times, especially for that second goal. But just haven't been able to do anything consistently tonight, and I'm sure they'll be disappointed if they can't get a result out of this game. They have not played well.
Wynn checked his run. Now he's in the box. And eventually he loses out to Steele.
And this game's really opened up now. Both teams playing on the counter a lot. See if either team tries to settle the game down or if continue to just attack each other on the counter.
Rutherford goes down under the challenge of McCartney, who's shown a yellow card here. Looked like a bit of a soft foul, but not quite sure why the referee's booked him for that. Maybe accumulation, but NCSC have a free kick here.
Yeah, I don't remember too many fouls from McCartney tonight, especially not any dangerous ones. That might be the first decision that I'm a little bit in disagreement with. I'm a little bit skeptical of that call right there. I don't think he needed to give out a yellow card there. A little bit unnecessary from the referee, but he's been solid all night, so won't give him too much stick for that. Just don't think it was necessarily needed to give a card out there, but because Jason McCartney had a couple words with him as well, just pleading his case. But
And Bissett does well to pluck that one out of the air.
yeah, Jamie, and I think that free kick really just sums up North Carolina's night tonight. Just the deliveries from set pieces haven't been there. They haven't been able to combine well up top. Haven't been able to combine consistently up top either, but Tobacco Road's really had the ladder. They've took their chances when they've had them, and that's why they find themselves 2-0 up right now.
Good play by Ortiz to try and win that ball back off DuVernay. Had no idea who was at his back there.
Yeah, I've been impressed with DuVernay tonight. I think he has been a bright spot for North Carolina at left back. He's actually plays over in Raleigh for NC State. Be a senior coming up, so been really impressed with him, but can't say too much about really anybody else for North Carolina. I thought Brinkman's looked decent in the midfield, but besides that, it's been...
Here's Ray. Was that a handball? Referee says no. That looked like the right decision there, you'd have to say.
Yeah, totally agree with that call. The defender didn't know anything about that ball. It came in so fast at him, Kamzia. And good call there from the referee. Another good decision by him.
Murphy brings the ball forward here. is Jamil Gracier. Now Murphy. Gian Fatone. And Jonathan Ray is whipped in there to win the ball.
Good little battle there from Jonathan Ray and Brinkman, two physical players. Ray's complaining a little bit. The referee, that's the first time we've seen that tonight.
It looks like wrist is committed to the foul there for Tobacco Road, and it will be a free kick to NCFC.
Got another substitution for Tobacco Road.
Damian Thomas still clutching his back.
Is Jonathan Ray coming off the field? Oh, he is not happy, Jonathan Ray.
Looks like it is.
He just looks over the bench and holds his hands up. He's shaking his head too. He's been the best player on the field tonight. I'm a little bit surprised with that decision to bring Ray off. Maybe to rest him for the next game. I don't know. He's very disappointed to go off the field. You love to see that from a player though. He loves to just to play soccer.
And Oscar Moreno is his replacement.
Number 9, Oscar Moreno.
Oh, and a good strike there by Murphy, but didn't trouble Bissett.
I think that might have been a little bit of a tactical substitution there from manager Cedric Burke for Tobacco Road, bringing Jonathan Ray off. I'm sure you'd agree with me, Jamie. He's been the best player, especially for Tobacco Road tonight. He's looked so threatening on the ball, but as we know, they're up 2-0. They don't need to score anymore, so it might be a little more defensive formation now, but still a little bit shocked to see Ray come off.
Mullen does well. There's Moreno, and he's fouled. Surely.
Well, that's Oscar Moreno's definitely his first home appearance this year. New addition to the roster as well.
It's Champes over this set piece, and Wynn takes it. Finds Moser. Moses looks solid back there in the right back position tonight, returning to the side.
Yeah, he has. Moses looked very solid back there. Hasn't given up really any opportunities. He's done his job well. Not the flashiest player, but he does his job.
Wins in space. Champes! It's 3-0 now, and that surely will see Tobacco Road FC the 3 points at home here in the Triangle Derby.
Yeah, Jamie, that's game, set, match, 3 points for Tobacco Road. Great performance for them tonight. Just under 13 minutes to play. 3-0 up. They've looked so dangerous. And really, it's been totally opposite of their last few home games where they just haven't finished their chances. Tonight, when they get an opportunity, they're putting it away, and it's come from 3 different guys. And Mendoza, the substitute, been a starter all season. He's looked so good since he's come on late in the first half. And I'm glad he got him a goal because he's really been very energetic and very dangerous throughout since he's been on. So great goal there from Mendoza. Just slotted it home in the right corner, side netting. 3-0 Tobacco Road. Yeah, that's game over.
What a calm, collected finish there from Mendoza. And Luca surely is smiling down on these players tonight.
Oh, couldn't have asked for a better night. Luca the Lion Foundation, I'm sure they'll be very happy with this result. Well, regardless of the result tonight, it was for the cause. It was an even better cause. Soccer is just a game. Luca the Lion Foundation is a great organization that looks to let kids who are sick and have rare diseases know that they're not alone. So a great night all around for this Tobacco Road FC organization. And if they can continue to keep this lead just under 11 minutes to play and get this victory and get this 3 points in a Triangle Derby, it'll be the perfect evening. If they can get one more, it'll be even better.
Mendoza finds Win. Can they get a fourth here? They're running riot. Steele gets back to avert the danger. Riss goes in with a brilliant challenge there against Steele. Steele throwing hands in there. Surely it might be a yellow card here for him. That was a bit unnecessary from the NCFC man.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration mounting now for North Carolina. I think that was a little bit of nothing but frustration there from Steele. He didn't need to push a wrist. It was a clean tackle, a hard tackle, yes, but very clean tackle. Steele's last involvement of the night will be a talking to by the referees. He's getting substituted.
Yep, and he comes off for Dominic Jensen, the UNC Chapel Hill man.
Yeah, Dom Jensen plays over in Chapel Hill. Played over in Castle for the Castle Academy in Raleigh, one of the best youth organizations in the country. So he's a very solid player. A little bit surprised to see him not start.
The other switch for NCFC under-23s was Aramis Kudsin making his appearance into the match.
And keep this in mind too, Jamie. Tobacco Road last season, 2016, lost 8-1 to this same North Carolina FC U-23 team. This has got to be a huge and a great feeling for Tobacco Road fans and the organization, because it was the exact opposite last year, and it was an 8-1 victory in soccer is a huge margin, Jamie. So this is a spectacular result and a big result for this organization as they look to establish themselves as one of the best soccer teams in the PDL, but also in the Triangle. There's so many teams around here in the state too, in the state of North Carolina. You got the Charlotte Independence, North Carolina FC, Tobacco Road, Carolina Dynamo, Charlotte Eagles. You got so many teams around here. Wilmington Hammerheads. So it's a big organization boosting victory if they can keep this 3 points with about 9 minutes to play.
That ball is cleared away by Jensen.
And Jamie, I want to get a little bit of your perspective on the game tonight. Ask you a question. What have you been most impressed with individually for Tobacco Road or as a team? What has impressed you the most tonight?
You'd have to say it's a combination of both individual performance and team play here. Tobacco Road have played as one collective unit, while great individual performances warrant that team performance as well. You've seen Jonathan Ray make things happen, and his teammates following up with him in attack have led to these chances. Win, another good player, and Champe, who's improved vastly from his last few performances for Tobacco Road.
Yeah, it's just a totally revitalized team tonight. It's the best they've played at home probably since the opening night against Carolina Dynamo in that 4-0 victory. And they can keep a clean sheet here tonight against a very solid North Carolina team who, if this result stands, will be 3 games without a win. 2 of them have been losses, so big result here for Tobacco Road. They can keep this lead. It should be game over. I don't think there's any way back in this game for North Carolina. They haven't looked threatening the whole half, really the whole game.
NCST just caught on the ball there. And it's the substitute, Aramis Kudsin, who's gone down here.
If you would like to donate to Luca the Lion, please visit lucadelion.com or purchase a scarf in the concourse, as all proceeds benefit Luca the Lion.
Yeah, don't know if y'all heard the PA announcer there, but can't say enough about this Luca the Lion Foundation, things they've done. The head of the Brightleaf Battalion, the Tobacco Road Supporters Group, it was his son that passed away from a rare disease, and it was him that decided, his family that decided to make this organization possible and to support other kids that have the rare diseases like Luca had. So can't say enough about the foundation. It's so much bigger than soccer. Just another reminder of that. So great cause tonight and even better result. Great evening for everybody involved here.
It's Thomas. That was dragged out of play there by Jamil Gracia. And forward they come again, Tobacco Road. Ortiz, win. Still win. Inside for Champe. Tobacco Road just toying with the NCFC defense at this point, knocking the ball around nicely.
And just to go back a few moments, I'm not sure if Champe Mendoza backheeled that pass, but what a pass that was if he did. I'm not sure if Brinkman got a foot on it or if Mendoza backheeled it to Moreno in the midfield, but it's just been it just kind of sums up the night. There's been a lot of clever play, and everything really has gone right for Tobacco Road. Hasn't really been the case in the past few weeks or so, especially at home. This is a big result for them going forward. 2 wins on the bounce.
Here's a corner here for Tobacco Road. Mullin. And it bounces around. It's going to fall for Moser, who's whacked that one high, wide, and not very handsome.
Yeah, I think Brinkman, number 25 for Carolina, threw him off, Moser off a little bit on that shot. Might have thought he was going to have a little contact there when Brinkman slid in. Just kind of leaned back and then put his head over the ball, but that would have gone in. Certainly would have been a goal of the night, but wasn't meant to be.
McCartney does well. Finds Bissett. North Carolina FC have found a goal here. And Thomas is tangling with the goalkeeper here, trying to get the ball back. And what a mistake that was from Jason McCartney. Very uncharacteristic of him to lose the ball there.
Extremely uncharacteristic from McCartney, and as he had his hands to his face, as he still does right now, he's very disappointed in himself. But take nothing away from McCartney's performance, not only tonight but throughout the season. He's been one of the most consistent players on this team besides Jonathan Ray, probably the most second consistent player, especially in a defensive line that's changed so much. He's been the only guy that's really only starter throughout the year that stayed the same. So can't be too mad at McCartney. Obviously very uncharacteristic and a bad mistake from him there, but take nothing away from his performances throughout the year. He's been so solid for them throughout. So disappointing though.
Damian Thomas picks up a yellow card, possibly for dissent or for trying to foul the goalkeeper in winning the ball back. But the player there to finish it off for NCFC was Aramis Kudsin. As Alan Wynn looks to respond for Tobacco Road.
Love watching Alan Wynn with the ball at his feet. He just has such a good touch. Keeps the ball so close to him. So hard to get it off of him.
Ortiz. Champe. Wynn.
You can just see the
Ortiz.
confidence flowing through this Tobacco Road team right now.
And Ortiz is brought down there, clutching his face, and the referee gives nothing again. NCFC just trying to high press again, win the ball off Tobacco Road, forced a mistake. Gracia heads that one up into the air, but should be the keepers.
Another booming kick there from Bissett. He's got a leg on him.
Definitely improved his distribution since the first half.
Yes, he has, and there's no doubt that he has a cannon of a foot. He just, I think in the first half, just had some poorly targeted balls that just didn't go where they were supposed to go, where he wanted it to go. So when he kicks the ball and with no direction, he can absolutely crush it.
And wrist looked like he might have been fouled there by Damian Thomas, and calm play from Hodge.
Yeah, the crowd liked that one too. We saw a couple of shouts and cheers from the crowd there from Hodge. That was a great bit of composure and a great bit of skill there.
Here's Jensen. Now Brinkman. Can North Carolina FC get back into this match? They're not out of it just yet. DeVerney bursting forward here. That one's going to go across. McCartney clears the danger. Champe knocks it on for Ortiz to chase. Mr. Vernie. Murphy. Oh, and a great save there from Bissett. But that must have been the chance to get the second.
Yeah, even if they get the second there, though, I think it's too little too late for North Carolina, but that was a good save from Bissett. He's such a tall, long keeper, so I don't think it was too difficult for him in the end. Pretty routine, but it was very crucial because I think that ball was headed for the back of the net.
Wrist boots that one. Gracier taking it out of play for a corner to end. Looks like Alan Wynn is going to be on the set pieces here with Jonathan Ray on the bench. Plays it short for Champe. Just keeping it in the corner here maybe. And that's a goal kick for NCFC under 23s.
Yeah, it's a bit odd to see someone else besides Ray on a set piece, isn't it?
And Gracier keeps that one in play. Mullin. Lovely flick for Champe. Moreno was looking for Ortiz but couldn't find him. And Dom Jensen comes forward here for NCFC. Here he is again. DeVerney. Murphy. Now wide for Gracier. Whips the ball in towards Jensen. Great stop by Bissett again.
It's been a little bit disappointing from a Tobacco Road perspective in the final couple minutes in terms of their defending. They've let 2-3 opportunities happen, and North Carolina just hasn't been able to take advantage of them. But they did get one goal back through a McCartney mistake. But this game could, in all honesty, be 3-3, and it would be totally against the run of play if that was the case. Tobacco Road has dominated this game from start to finish, but the last 5 minutes have been a little bit sketchy, and I'm sure manager Cedric Burke will be a little disappointed with how his team's finished, especially defensively, but consider themselves lucky to only have conceded one goal.
Jensen finds DeVerney. Good cross in, and it's cleared away. Champe boots that one clear again. Gracier. Jensen. Brinkman. And wrist clears it away from Gian Fatone. NCFC not giving up here just yet.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit disappointing from a North Carolina FC perspective as well. As soon as they got that goal, they dominated a little bit, but probably a little bit of a let-off as well from Tobacco Road as they get a great victory here.
Final score here in the Triangle Derby. Tobacco Road FC 3, NCFC under 23s 1. A fantastic performance from the home side. Not only have they bounced off a 4-2 win away at Myrtle Beach Mutiny, they've beaten their rivals here, who were sitting in 3rd place as Tobacco Road came in 6th place. And they've done the business here. And you'd have to say Luca the Lion has to be happy with that result. And he must have been watching over them tonight.
Yeah, I know Lucas was watching this game smiling down. That was a spectacular performance from Tobacco Road. In my opinion, and I think a lot of other people would agree, the best performance they've had all year, because this North Carolina team is no pushover. Sure, they've had some poor results in recent weeks, but they've got some talent on that roster. So a great night for Tobacco Road, the whole organization. Can't say enough about how much the Luca the Lion Foundation has done for kids around the area, and I hope that y'all will go follow Luca the Lion. You can find them on Twitter and support them. They're a great organization, and it's always good to be reminded about soccer's just a game and how much bigger things are. But great performance from Tobacco Road. Poor from North Carolina. Didn't really come ready to play. Tobacco Road had more energy from the off. Played so much better from the off. And Jonathan Ray was the man of the match for me, Jamie. If you had to pick a guy out, who would you pick out?
definitely Jonathan Ray as well. You know, he got the opening goal there, set the tempo and the tone for the match, got the assist unselfishly, completely made the second goal for Eli Garner to finish it off. He came off before the third one was finished off by Champe after Alan Wynn's ball was put into the dangerous area. But overall, Jonathan Ray was the difference maker tonight.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I thought Jonathan Ray was spectacular tonight. To put it simply, he just had a great game. He was the best player on the field from start to finish when he came off, I believe, with about 10 minutes to go. So great performance from Tobacco Road, and hopefully they can carry this momentum. That's 2 wins on the bounce for them, and after some really disappointing results, not on the road, at home. So that's a big performance for their season. Hopefully that'll be a momentum booster. Not that they needed it, as they've been spectacular in the past couple of weeks, but great cause, great game, and can't wait for the next matchup here next week.
Well, that was quite a thrilling triangle derby here at Durham County Memorial Stadium here in Durham, North Carolina. I've been Jamie Patel. Alongside me has been Jacob Turner. Thanks for joining us here. We'll see you next time.